Brandon. You're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet. How can I help you, sir?
Okay, so recently I was passed over a promotion because I work remote. I had applied for a SOC position, which is a cybersecurity position, and originally it was remote. And from inside sources, including one of the hiring managers, had told me that I was their strongest candidate. The position ended up going to someone else, though, because they worked in office in Maryland. And the feds got involved and pretty much said that the next hire had to be in office. So I was kind of wondering, what do I do now? Like, how would I move forward if I wanted to advance? Because I don't want to have to move to, advance my career in something like this.
Okay. Well, so you've set your own boundaries, right? You've set your riverbanks. I'm not going to move from Rickman, Tennessee. So you have two options, sounds like to me. One, kind of clean up your wounds. It feels awful to be passed over because you were remote, but it is what it is. And there were outside forces, sounds like, determining what they had to hire and why. And so you were just bumped. So, you've developed a reputation at the company where they like you and they were going to give you a promotion. So we've got that going for us. So the one response is you lick your wounds, you get better, and you keep your head up and you look for an opportunity to advance within the company that does allow remote work. And so you wait it out. You keep going for it. You tell everybody that matters, hey, I understand why it happened. I'm bummed. I still want to work for you guys, but I want to stay remote. What are my options to get promoted working remote? You got to know what you're dealing with. The second option is to look elsewhere. I go, okay, I want to grow professionally, but I want to stay in this region of Tennessee or this area or this town. And so now you start looking for other things to do that don't require you to move. I mean, this is just about recalibrating, resetting what your options are based on what really matters to you. And so that's what's left. So you're probably leaving this company unless you're willing to wait and wait and wait for the right promotion that allows you to work remote. Am I pretty much getting this right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So that's what we do now. We sit there and we go, what's the best way to go? Are you in a certain type of work that you want to stay in, or do you have another professional pinnacle that you want to kind of eventually move to?
Well, I'm in the IT area, but I'm a federal contractor at the moment. And I really love the company I'm at. They've always treated me well. So I was hoping to stay.
Okay, so what would it take then to move from being a federal contractor to a full-time employee?
I'm not sure.
Well, that seems like something we ought to be exploring, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, you love the company, but you're actually not an employee of the company. Am I understanding that right?
Correct. Yeah, we're contracted out.
Right. So what positions are in that company? And you may not be qualified for them right now, but we at least look out there into their company. Okay, I'd like to do this. I'd be interested in this. And so I would have to apply for those jobs. But it's not the federal government that's making the decision. It's that company. So I would be looking internally, talking to their HR team. Hey, I'm a government contractor right now. I eventually want to cross over from the government contract work to working for you guys because I love the company. But I really like remote work. What does that look like? You have to start having real conversations. And I think that's the key for you. Then you walk away from that and you go, all right, now I know what I'm dealing with. I know what my options are. They might tell you that you need this qualification or this qualification. So you stay in your current role and then you begin to get the qualifications necessary and you start looking and you're communicating well with their company and then an opportunity opens up and you take it. But I think that's your first place to look is internal to the company and getting away from the federal government contract. I got to tell you, I'm not a fan of many federal government jobs. There are not many that because it's so limiting in your ability to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Got to do your homework. This is crucial. The takeaway here is that when we feel as though there was this one kind of shiny opportunity, and it was up on the hill, right? We're like, oh, I got my eyes on this. We go after it. And then something happens. What happens is we tend to go, oh, now I'm so confused because I was so focused on this thing and it was kind of abruptly pulled out from underneath of him, if you will. And so what we have to do is we retreat. Don't stay in that present moment where you're kind of looking around with it. You go, whoa, let's back up a little bit. And backing up gives us perspective. And so what we now know is he loves that company. He wants to work for that company. And so now he can begin to see, well, what would it take to step over there? The other thing is there with government jobs, we hear this on the show all the time, and I want to caution this because this is a government job, kind of a handcuff, and a lot of private companies have this. We get so locked up on our benefits, right? Whether it be 401k, healthcare, and we're like, I can't leave. The benefits at my company are so incredible. I could never leave. What? That's a total false narrative. If you make more money and you had to pay a little bit of money for health benefits, but you had this ladder you were climbing on, then who cares about all that? But what we'll do is we will make an excuse as to why we don't need to step out. Because we think safety is so smart. And I found that in my life, when I tend to lean towards safety all the time, it actually gets me stuck. Things that make you go,